Right, guys, I'm not sure if I'm live. I don't even know if I've got many people on this channel that will even watch this video now. Not got many subs. I'm totally blocked from the Jam Noise 72, my other channel. So I can't even go live there. Can't even do anything. Don't know if this is going live. I don't know if I'll be allowed to do this. I just had to come on because I'm just really, really really upset with what is happening and the news that's out now, right? So Chris Whitty, okay, Chris Whitty has said that this is going to be the absolute worst time we've seen, the worst week, everything. Yeah, that's what he's told us. So the thing is, they know what happens to the human mind when we are told that we are feeling a certain way and we are to keep feeling that certain way, and they keep saying this to us and they tell us how we feel. You're being programmed into feeling a certain way and being programmed into feeling a certain way. Okay, a lot of people this week are going to be listening to Chris Whitty, okay, and they are actually going to fall ill because they're being conditioned to hear that this is going to be the worst week of their lives, right? There's going to be so many deaths today and the next few weeks in the UK. This is just disgusting what is happening, okay? This is what they're talking about, guys. Listen to this. Chris Whitty is going to be responsible for deaths because they know how the human mind and body works. If you keep hearing that you're going to die and you're going to get sick, if you've got a weaker sort of mind, it will affect you on a physical level. And they know that, okay? These people know that the mind can affect the body. So they are relying on those people with weaker minds that take the news in, word for word to perpetrate this lie for them, because they know that people will end up becoming sick. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what happens to people. Oh, my days. I've got one person watching this and I just think it's me that's got it up on the screen. This is just terrible. I'm going to try to post this link. Let me try to get some people in here because I need to talk about what these guys are saying that they are going to be doing, right? And it's freaked me out because I spoke about a lot of this stuff on my other channel, saying what was going to happen and stuff. And it's happening now. Okay, so they're talking. Let me get more people in, man, because people need to hear this shit. They're actually talking about banning us from talking. That's what they're talking. They're saying that they will be stopping us from talking, right, in the supermarkets. Can you hear me, people? Right, listen to this. So we will be allowed out of only, right, listen to this. NHS is in the most dangerous situation in living history. Yeah, it's easy to say that. Chris Whitty warns next week's will be the worst yet, as ministers may only allow people to leave home once a week, and they are going to ban chat in supermarkets and bring in curfews. Did you hear that? Do you remember the spoofs I made that they were going to ban us talking because too many people were spreading truth? Yeah. They're talking about banning us from speaking in supermarkets. Do you see where we're going with this? So none of us are allowed to, we're being stopped from posting stuff. We're being stopped from talking about stuff, and they've shut down places so that we can't talk to each other. Yeah, they're shutting down these places so we can't speak. And now they're talking about actually banning us from speaking when we are at the supermarket. Guys, how far is this going to go? They're asking us to act like we've got Munchausen syndrome. Now, Munchausen syndrome is when you pretend to be sick. Yeah. Now, that's what Boris and Chris Whitty and all the others are telling us to do. Hi, Al, mate. I'm on this channel because I've been blocked again on my other channel, right? Can't upload, can't do fuck all on my second Jam Noise 72 channel. So they've really, really pissed me off. I have to get this off my chest. Al, if you're listening, bruv, go to my channel, drop this link on a few of my videos, yeah? Try to get some of my subs in here, bruv, please. Because YouTubers really pissed me off. They've blocked me for my second channel, right? I'm really ranting today. Because they are talking about banning us from talking, guys. So when you go shopping, they don't want us talking anymore. They're talking about banning us from speaking in the supermarkets. Do you remember when I did this rant back in April, May, June, whenever it was? I said they were going to ban us from talking because we'd be able to spread the truth easier. So how do you guys all feel? Yeah? Will you be happy to just leave your house once a week? And when you do go out, you can't talk, because that's where we're going with this. Chris Whitty has said that it's going to be the worst few weeks, the worst week, whatever, the deaths that we're going to see. This is going to be the worst time that we're going into, right? And you know why that is? As I said at the beginning of this video, they know how the human mind works and how it then affects the body. Okay, so if you keep telling somebody that they're sick, if you keep thinking yourself that you're sick, what happens, right, is you become sick. That's what actually happens. So they know that this news and the information that they keep pumping out makes people sick. So if you keep being told, right, that you're in your last days, this is going to be the worst week ever, the worst weeks we're going into. If the human mind keeps being told that, right, worst time ever, guys, the next few weeks, that's it. It's just death upon death and more death, right? There are minds like ours that are not as strong. You keep hearing that information and you are going to become ill. This is what Chris Whitty, Boris, and Matt Hand on Cock are relying on to perpetuate and perpetrate this lie. Okay? Now, it's very, very, very easy to be able to say that a certain thing is going to happen when you are constructing that thing. Okay, when you're orchestrating an event and you're constructing it yourself, it makes it then very easy to tell others what is going to happen, which is what we're seeing today. If anybody listening to this is comfortable with the fact that they're telling us we are only going to be allowed to leave our house once a week, and when we do leave our house, we can't talk. They're talking about they want to ban us from talking in the supermarket. Why is that then? What are they so afraid of that we might speak of? Cheers, Al, mate. Thank you, darling. Hi, Pookie, you okay? So this news today is just absolutely ridiculous. And also the censorship that we're seeing is just... It's never been like this. I've been blocked from my other channel. Can't get onto my other channel. Don't know what they've done to my Jam Noise 72, the second one. Can't do anything there. Getting blocked up on Twitter. Anyone who is spreading this truth and trying to show what is happening on Earth at the moment is getting blocked. That alone should tell you something. Yeah, and they're asking me to act like I've got a mental health issue and pretend that I'm sick. So right now, I'm to pretend I've got Munchausen syndrome and I'm sick. Okay, I'm to act like I'm sick. I'm to feel like I'm sick. I'm to go out in the world and play like I'm sick. Do you know what? Like I said, there's other people who haven't got the same strength of mind. If they keep playing they're sick, pretending they're sick, telling themselves they're sick, do you know what? They're getting sick. And like I said, that is what the government are relying on to carry this lie out and to just keep it going for them. That's why we're seeing all of this desperation. That's why we're seeing this in the news today. Chris Whitty will have blood on his hands. That man is going to be responsible for deaths, okay? Because they know how the human mind works. And like I said as well, if you're planning and constructing it yourself, you also have more facts than others, which is what we're also seeing as well. When I made the jokes on my spoof news, when I was doing those videos and I was making them, I could see ahead and I was thinking to myself, could it get this stupid that we would actually see them putting in rules where they would stop us from talking? Because they're doing it online. Check what they have to do, guys. Check this, yeah? So online, it's so easy to shut us down. They love us to talk online because all they need to do is boop, zap, press a button, boom, jam's gone, shut her the fuck up, all right? She's gone now. But you know what? When we're out in the road, when I talk outside, when I talk to people, they can't censor me out there. They can't censor me out there in the world, talk to who I want, say what I want, explain what I want, show my receipts and my facts and figures, which I do, okay? But now they're trying to stop that as well. Who gives these people, right? Who the fuck gives these people the right to tell us that we can't talk? Is anybody else pissed off with that? Is anybody else pissed off with the fact that they want to make the lockdown even tighter? When you talk about making this lockdown tighter, how do you do it? I'll tell you how. You shut the people up from talking now. You've done it online. You've cleared everybody off. Hardly any information. Nobody can talk about the vaccine. Yeah, I'm going to fucking say it. Nobody can talk about other stuff. Yeah, not allowed to speak your mind. Freedom of thought, that's all gone. Not allowed to think. And now they're going to say, we can't talk to each other when we're out of the house. And you know what? You can only leave once a week. I was wondering when I saw in the news, they were saying that the lockdowns are going to get tighter. They're going to tighten up these lockdowns. And I was thinking to myself, how the hell are they going to do that? Are they going to ban us from talking? And lo and behold, they are actually trying to do that. Just shows you where we are. Just shows you where we are. So what do we need to do, guys? We all talk about this. We all see what's happening. We all know what's going on. We're not stupid. We're not part of the Munchausen syndrome crew, okay? We're not so easily fooled. So what do we do? What do we do right now? What happens, and this is a serious question, okay? What happens if they turn around and say we can only leave our house once a week, guys? Okay, I'm going to give you a really good example of how that could fuck up a life, okay? Take me, for example, right now. Now, I've left the house today, went to Tesco, done a bit of shopping. Yeah, maskless, breathing in the nice air, it's all good. Now, if I'm allowed to leave my house once a week, okay? Listen, once a week. So I go online, I've got no shopping, I've got no bread, I've got no milk, all right? Can't leave my house. Go online, let me go to Tesco, hang on a minute, click and collect. Oh, fuck, there's no spaces, nothing at all. Okay, let me go to delivery. Delivery, Tesco, nothing, okay? Asda, same. Let me go to these other shops here. No, nothing's closed. Only can leave my house once a week. What's going to happen to people like that? If I can only leave my house once a week, and now I've got no shopping, there's nobody that can deliver it to me. Yeah, there's no family around me. Think of an older person as well. There's nobody around. They ain't got no one to call. Yeah, even if they do call somebody, that other person can't leave their house to go and help them. Yeah. So we're getting into a really, really stupid place. I would love to see how the sheeple react if they put us on you can leave your house once a week tip, yeah? And if they then tell the sheeple, when you do leave your house, shut up your mouth, don't talk, because you're not allowed to speak now. That's been banned as well. I wonder what the sheeple will do. I wonder what it's going to take. What will it take for them to say, do you know what? This actually is enough is enough. This doesn't make sense. So we're being told the NHS is so overwhelmed. Oh my God, is it overwhelmed? So overwhelmed. We've never been in a position where it's so fucking overwhelmed. But do you know what? Where are the overwhelmed funeral directors? Where are the overwhelmed mortuaries? Where are the overwhelmed crematoriums? Where are the overwhelmed hearses? Where are all the hearses driving around with all these dead people? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Is anyone else seeing that? What about you guys? Pookie, Al, in your area? Seeing lots of hearses driving around? Are we seeing lots of funerals taking place? Do you guys know any funeral places? They must be very overwhelmed. If the NHS are overwhelmed and we're seeing so many deaths, then, you know, we should also be seeing the other side of that. Where are all the funerals? Where are all the hearses? Every time we leave our house, guys, shouldn't we be seeing some funeral taking place? Shouldn't we be seeing that? But we're not. So you can't have it both ways. You can't be told by the government that the NHS is overwhelmed and there's all these people dying. And then on the other hand, there are nobody's being buried or cremated or anything like that. That doesn't make sense, does it? None of this makes sense, and it's getting worse. Right, okay, so listen to this. So I've got Al saying here, it's nothing like that at all. My brother is an ex-grave digger, and his pals tell him it's no busier than normal. Do you know what? Thanks for that, Al, mate, but we knew that anyway, didn't we? Without that, your mate telling us, your brother telling us that. Because I know, you know, usually driving around or walking around, you do see hearses, you do see funerals going on. That's normal. That's life. Going on about 80,000 people have died since March over COVID. All these people have died. Do you know what? I went back and looked at the statistics for us, yeah? I went back to 2012, people. I went back to 2012, and you know what I found? Respiratory illnesses, approximate average that I've done, yeah, from 2012 till, I'm looking at it for this month, but I've gone to 2020, obviously. So average figures for people dying in the UK every January with respiratory disease and dying from that is about 60,000 people. So each January in this year, in this country, every January, we lose approximately 60,000 people in January, and majority of that is respiratory illness, right? And the age group is 85 and below. They are the majority of the figures we see dying over this period. So what I'm going to do is a month-to-month basis. I'm going to be looking at what they're giving us, because so far we've had 1,000 and something. I'm looking at it weekly. Let's see by the end of January, let's see the figures they give us, because I've approximated all the figures from 2012 until 2020. Okay, so let's see what bullshit they're going to give us then. Because like I told you, approximately it's about 60K. Don't know about you guys, I'm sick of having the wool pulled over my eyes. I refuse to act like I'm ill and act like I've got a mental health problem. You know, I have not got Munchausen. Yeah, I've not got that. I'm not going to act like I have a mental health issue, which then is going to make me have a physical issue. No, that's not how I play. And I know every single sub on my page would never do that, yeah, either. Play into their games like they want us to. Oh man, I just had to get this off my chest today. I'm so shocked and I'm so disgusted. Chris Whitty is going to have blood on his hands this week, because people will actually fall into what they're being told. It's really, really sad, guys, but it's true. There are going to be people listening to the government, listening to the BBC. It's happened already. I wonder how many deaths have actually been brought on by just listening to the news and just the effect that the news has had on that human. How many people have been affected in that way? Because they know it works like that. Stay safe, guys. I don't know what to say, which is quite unusual for me. I'm just also shocked that they've chucked me off my other channel. Yeah, our suicides are through the roof. They are hiding the figures for suicides. They're not telling anybody. Yeah, they're not telling us what's happening. They're not showing us the statistics. And I was saying to my friend last night, I would be really, really, really interested to see the statistics of suicides amongst nurses and doctors and healthcare workers at this time. I would like to see what the figures are like there, right? Because don't forget, guys, this must be, I know we all take the piss and, we say this and we say that. But when it comes to the medical profession, they've been asked to sign the Official Secrets Act. Yeah. Doctors and nurses right now have been asked to sign the Official Secrets Act. So can you imagine if you're seeing all that bullshit there in the hospital, you go home, you can't talk to anyone. You can't talk to anyone because you don't want to put your family in danger. You don't want to say anything, but you've got to take the money. You've got a mortgage to pay. You've got kids to feed. Just keep doing what you're doing. And then you know what? Because they've signed the Official Secrets Act and they're now doing what we want them to do, and they're just rolling along with this lie and they're helping us. Let's clap for them. They're heroes now. Yeah, they're not just the NHS. They're not just nurses and doctors. Now they're heroes. Now they've all signed the Official Secrets Act. Now they're heroes to us. Let's all clap for them. Peace out, guys.